Adams of Atwood. He comes in at 23-3. Now they met in the finals at Oakley. It was Matt Jensen winning in the finals. This ought to be a good match, though. Tom Adams needs the points. And why does he need the points? Because Atwood trails St. Francis for second place by 4 points. St. Francis has 75. Atwood has 71. And you had a chance to see them, Eli. And who do you think's going to wrestle well in this match? Tom Adams was defeated last time, but Matt Jensen comes in undefeated. Who do you pick?
It's going to be a tough match. It's going to be hard to pick. I can't really say which one is going to win because they made it this far, and it's really anybody's match.
And right now they're giving out the medals at 103 pounds, and there's your champion taking the stand, Jason Whitley of Immaculata. He's going to be your state champion at 103. And yeah, he does look excited. Jason Whitley of Immaculata finishes with a record of 23-1. He's going to be your state champion in 321A at 103 pounds. And they're shaking the hand of the second place finisher, Eric Koster of Hoxie. An excellent wrestler there for the Hoxie Indians. Just a freshman. I'm sure he'll be back. And there you go, the top four for 321A at 103. Also there is Ricky Soliday of Phillipsburg. And also up there, Mike Weiss of Minneapolis. Back to your next match at 119 pounds, Tom Adams of Atwood taking on Matt Jensen of Norton. And they faced off at Oakley. Jensen comes in undefeated, 26-0. Tom Adams comes in at 23-3 as they get ready to start this 119-pound match. The way he got here for Tom Adams, he defeated Brian Dolzik of Eureka. Then he had to face off against Rod Becker of Plainville. He defeated him. Then he had a tough match in Stan Harrodsburg of Smith Center, and he beat him by a score of 12-1 to get to the finals against Jensen. Here we go. Jensen shooting for the single leg, got him right away. With just 4 seconds into the match, Jensen already has 2 points as he comes at Adams aggressively. Makes the score 2-0. It's a 119-pound match in 321A. Jensen has the match. Has the arm underneath Adams. He'll go out of bounds. Starting at bottom will be Tom Adams. Matt Jensen will be on top as they start it. Trying to sit his way out is going to be Adams. He's driven back to the mat. Jensen now just breaking him down. Jensen wrestling aggressively right now for the Norton Blue Jays. Wrestling like an undefeated wrestler. A minute and a half left to go. First period action. He leads by 2. Has the arm underneath him. Does Jensen of Adams. Adams trying to get out of bounds, get a better start, and he does. Tom Adams will start at the bottom for the Atwood Buffaloes as he gave up 2 points with just 4 seconds to go into this, or 4 seconds into this match, as Matt Jensen has come right at him. And it looks like Matt Jensen is not going to take Tom Adams for granted. He's going to go right at him, and it looks like Tom Adams is going to have his hands full.
Yes, he is. Jensen looks like a better wrestler. He seems like he's a smart wrestler, and he's in shape. He looks like he's in pretty good shape.
Here he comes. Matt Jensen still trying to drive Adams to the mat. Adams tries to stand out of it. Jensen tries to reel him back into the play area. And they go out of bounds. So they'll start again. Tom Adams will be on the bottom. Matt Jensen on top. And it looks like right now, whenever Adams starts to get into trouble, he's trying to get out of bounds so he can restart. But Matt Jensen so far trying to stand out of it again as Adams, driven right back to the mat by Jensen. Jensen trying to turn him, trying to slap on a half Nelson. Passes on that. Has the arm underneath Adams. Trying to turn him over. Jensen working on him, can't seem to get anything done with Adams. Adams countering so far. Now trying to hook up a short cradle is Jensen. Tries to put the head in there, tries to get him turned. Adams battling him off. 20 seconds left to go, first period action. 2-0 is your score. Now trying to stand up with the escape as Adams driven back to the mat by Jensen. Now trying to switch is Adams. Adams trying to get around him, can't get past that arm of Jensen, and they're going to run out of room as they'll be out of bounds with 5 seconds left to go in this first period. 2-0 is your score. Matt Jensen of the Blue Jays over Tom Adams of the Atwood Buffaloes. 5 seconds left to go in this first period. Jensen leads by 2. Comes in undefeated at 26-0. And it looks like Adams is just going to wait till the second period, as that's the way the first period ends, by a score of 2-0 in favor of Matt Jensen of the Blue Jays. And so far, Matt Jensen wrestling aggressively. Tom Adams, though, has been able to pretty well hold his own.
Yes, he is. And you got as I look at the schedule here, Jensen is only a junior, and he's good for a junior, and he's going to be around next year for the state also.
They started outstanding as they go out of bounds as Jensen was shooting for the takedown. And they'll be out of bounds. No points are scored. 9 seconds into the second period as we have an equipment adjustment on Matt Jensen. Tom Adams comes into this 23-3, has wrestled quite well for these Atwood Buffaloes. An important match for the Buffaloes as they trail the St. Francis Indians by 4. Now they have a chance to pick up some ground on the Indians as Chris Lampe in the match just before this was defeated by Lance Stoll of Oakley in the last 5 seconds. So the St. Francis Indians didn't pick up any points in there, but Atwood does have a chance to pick up some points. Tom Adams trails by a score of 2-0. 1:51 left to go in the second period as they'll face off standing. There's the whistle. Matt Jensen this time not quite as aggressive as shooting. Now shoots for the double leg takedown. Tries to get Adams picked up. Adams has a whizzer hooked in, no, on Jensen. Adams trying to slip it around, and he does, but they're out of bounds. That's the way wrestling goes. Tough break that time by Tom Adams as it looked like he had him, but they ran out of match. So they'll start standing again. Adams still trails by 2, and they go out of bounds. This time Adams is the one who dodges the bullet as Jensen had him, and they go out of bounds again. The score is still 2-0. A minute and a half left to go. Second period action at 119 pounds. Jensen now tries to drive Adams to the mat. Adam got the arm underneath Jensen. Back standing. Still facing off. And it looks like they're going to run out of mat again. With 1:10 left to go in the second period. There they go. They're going to have to go right back to the middle of the mat. The mat just not big enough for these two boys. Adams of Atwood and Jensen of Norton. 1:09 left to go. Second period action at 119 pounds. Jensen leads by a score of 2-0. Jensen with the arm. Trying an arm drag on Adams. Adams battles back. Both locked up. Head to head. Now they come to the mat. Under a minute left to go. 2-0 still your score. Adams trying to get him around behind Jensen. Not able to do it. Jensen fights him off right on the edge of the mat. As you can see, your score is still 2-0 in favor of Adams, and again they run out of mat. 37 seconds left to go. Second period action. And it looks like we need another equipment adjustment on Jensen. 37 seconds left to go. Second period action. Neither player is able to score.
They're both good wrestlers, and they're playing it smart. They're taking their time to see who makes the mistakes.
Shooting for the leg drag is going to be Jensen. He's trying to get Adams picked up and thrown to the mat. Adams countering him quite well. Adams trying to roll Jensen over. Jensen trying to drive Adams to the mat, and Jensen picks up the 2. He gets the 2 with 17 seconds left to go in the second period. And that's going to make the score 4-0 in favor of Jensen. As again, they go out of bounds with 10 seconds left to go in the second period at 119 pounds. Tom Adams again will be starting on the bottom. Matt Jensen on top for the Blue Jays. Second period action in this 3-2-1A state wrestling. Trying to switch his way out is going to be Adams. He's running out of time. Now with the arm bar is Jensen with 2 seconds left to go. That's going to be into the second period with your score. Matt Jensen 4, Tom Adams 0. And that was a toughly fought second period. They both started standing, and Jensen wrestled aggressively, but Adams was able to counter that, and looks like they're going to start standing again. They have the choice. It took them a long time to get some points in the second period to do this. With the arm drag is Adams. He's now got the leg. Trying to drive that leg underneath. Tries to suck it in. Trying to get Jensen's leg sucked in. Jensen trying to battle him off. Adams almost with the takedown. Referee warning him to stay inside. Adams, if he can get his head pulled out from underneath Jensen, he'll have the 2 points. And he's out of bounds, and he's got the 2. Now they're still in bounds, but Adams picks up the 2 points, and now they're out of bounds. But that tightens things up with a score of 4-2. A minute and a half left to go in this match at 119 pounds. And we just saw the 112-pound match. You can win at any time. Lance Stoll won in the last 5 seconds. 4-2 is your score in favor of Jensen. Looks like we have a caution going against Matt Jensen on a false start on the referee's whistle. Referee will caution him. Next time it'll cost him a point. 4-2 is your score, Jensen. Minute and a half left to go. Third period action for 119 pounds. Trying to set his way out is Jensen. Adams drives him right back to the mat. Now with the switch is going to be Jensen. Adams still has his arm under there. And he's about to lose control and does. That's going to make your score now 6-2 in favor of Matt Jensen of the Blue Jays. Because now Adams trying to hold on, trying not to let his back be exposed. With 1:03 left to go in this match. Jensen trying to drive him down. Trying to get him turned around. Got his legs, trying to just roll him over. Adams back to get back on 4 legs. Jensen's in control with 45 seconds left to go in this match. 6-2 is your score in favor of Matt Jensen. And Matt Jensen is just a better wrestler than Tom Adams seems to be. Just not much, but just a little bit better, and is able to counter everything Adams does.
Yes, he is. He's a smart wrestler. He's wrestling good now. He is wrestling real good.
25 seconds left to go. 6-2. Again, they go out of bounds. They still have had a hard time keeping inside the circle. 24 seconds left to go. 6-2 is your score now in favor of Matt Jensen of Norton. Matt Jensen, just a junior for the Blue Jays. Come into this 26-0. A nice way to finish off your wrestling season would be a state championship and undefeated.
Yes.
The tough part about it, though, would be the Atwood Buffaloes missed their first opportunity to pick up some points for second place. 6-2 now. 17 seconds left to go in this match. Jensen trying to get Adams rolled. Just doesn't right now want to make a mistake that would cost him any points. Just enough to stay in control of Tom Adams. Jensen in control as you can hear him counting off the time. Matt Jensen's going to win it. The score is going to be 6-2. Matt Jensen is your state champion at 119 for the Norton Blue Jays. 6-2 the final score. And he just seemed to control that match the whole time, didn't he?
Yes, he did. And the score is 6-2, but it was closer than really the score says because it's just a few mistakes. They're both good wrestlers. Just a couple of mistakes, and the points went against them. That's all there was to it.
It was a tough match from start to finish, as it looked like Jensen was going to start out like a house of fire as he just got those first 2 points with 4 seconds just into the match. But after that, things got tight as they started both periods standing, and it was just a close, tough match. But Matt Jensen of your Norton Blue Jays is going to be your champion at 119. Tom Adams is going to finish second for the Atwood Buffaloes. The next match coming up.